This is not financial advice. I just eat a bunch of Miss Baby because it's about to get hot in the kitchen now. Don't invest in companies you don't understand, family. We getting paid. If you getting paid, write me in the chat. If you making money on any stock or any crypto, say me. I want to see it. Family, I love y'all, and I love to see you get paid because you deserve to have your money working for you. And I got to say this, make sure you talk to a licensed financial advisor in your area because investing carries risk. YouTube often likes to take videos down, but we're going to say that and let them know that we following all the rules. You don't got to demonetize me and block the channel or whatever. It is what it is, family. It is what it is. Let's talk about Apple and let's talk about XRP. If you making money with either of those two, family, I love to see it. Apple is currently $229. It's not even at its all-time highs yet, but it's looking like it's headed back up there. We did an Apple call option in KG Sniper Gang, and this one is up basically $510 overnight. So the stock ran up 4%, but I sent out an alert that ran up over 17 and even 20% at certain highs, and that was able to help us to magnify the gain of Apple using stock options. Now, if you don't know how to use stock options, then you're in the right place because I'm gonna teach you how to do it. But I want to tell you about Apple as a company and as a stock and why I'm interested in making more money towards the upside with them. Apple, the stock retakes key levels after the mainstream media said that they dodged a huge bullet. And what kind of bullet? A tariff bullet. The tariffs are the taxes on other countries that are sending things back to the United States. And they're saying that Apple is now exempt from U.S. tariffs after appeasing Trump and his hefty domestic spending plan. So Trump was putting a lot of tariffs on countries like China, India, and many various other countries. Apple actually manufactures and assembles the high majority of their iPhones and other wearables in China. This means that when they sent the things back, wait, this was made over in China, even though it's an American company's product, yeah, it's going to get tariffed like crazy. So then Tim Cook, who is the leader of Apple, the CEO, they said that he appeased Donald Trump. Whatever he did, hey, you be the judge. It is what it is. But they said in the light, all right, we ain't gonna play with Tim Cook like that. We ain't gonna play with Tim Cook like that. Let's long story short, Apple said they're gonna put $100 billion up to build a manufacturing plant in the United States, not to really build all of the iPhones, but Trump wants to see these companies, these American companies, these United States companies actually invest back into the United States itself, create some jobs, create some opportunities. And then they said that they'll do it so that they don't get tariffed, that they can still make the iPhones and wearables over in China. Now that we see that there's opportunity for the company to keep pushing up. And those smart investors who saw that ahead of time, like me, like you, like various others, we are making money with Apple, and I'm making a whole lot. I'm going to show you right here. But before I show you, I want to invite you to something important. This is the workshop that I'm doing on Saturday. If you cannot make it to the workshop on Saturday, then what I want you to do is buy it so you can get the recording. The recording will not be sold after Saturday. So I want to see you there. The spots are filling up like crazy, especially when it's the end of these things and we're about to push it out. So I can't wait to see you there, family. I highly encourage you to get there so you could learn some game that I have not taught on YouTube. I have not taught anywhere else. I'm only going to teach it in this workshop. So I look forward to seeing you over there. This is going to be at 6 p.m. on Saturday, but let's get right back to what I wanted to show you. And this is the Apple position that made me over basically $100,000. This is at 99.3 right now. I'm up 53% on this one, and this is just the shares only. And I have 1,237.915 shares, family. So 1,200 shares of Apple in this one account. I have other accounts, but this one has 1,200 shares in it. And it's just sitting, and I let it set and I forget it. I don't got to watch this. I just leave it be. I look at it. It's up 99,000 overall, and it's up 11,000 just today. Family, this is life-changing amounts of money from Apple, and me understanding them as a company, me understanding that there are people who don't even want a Rolex anymore, don't even want a more fancy watch because their Apple Watch makes them all of the things that they need to have going on in their life. They get everything they need. Going to the gym, they get to do the time, they get to use apps, all on their Apple Watch. So they don't even want higher end watches now. I like a higher end watch just like you might. However, I understand the business that Apple is in. And I actually did some research. I got a quick fact for you. When you look back in time and compare a watch company to even Apple's wearables, and it's almost apples to oranges, but I want to just show you how impressive Apple's watch sales are compared to other watches. If you look at the Rolex industry, they've sold about $200 billion in revenue since about 1905, which is 120 years ago, compared to Apple, who realized that people want like a technological kind of watch that can monitor your heart rate, that can do some apps that you can take to the gym. And then they capitalized on that niche. and made $127 billion in the last 10 years just off of these watches alone. I'm absolutely impressed with that, and I understand that they are kind of changing the game where people don't even want certain things anymore because they're transitioning over to the tech side. That's why people invest in the tech. So I want to say that to say this. Let's make sure that we understand these companies and understand when the institutions are buying them so that we can be interested in seeing where might be a good spot to buy this. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Apple is a play that you could DCA into, dollar cost average into. You don't gotta make it hard. You don't gotta make it complicated. What you could do is keep it simple, stupid. That's the KISS method, where you just buy it on Friday. That's how I was doing this for a long time. I'll just buy it on Friday. It's Friday, that means I'm buying some Apple. Is it up? Don't matter, it's Friday. Buying it. That's how you do it, and that's how you build wealth with these companies that are growing long term. But if you want to get more technical with it, because you know how we do, 218 is one level, around there, give or take $1 or $2. The next level, 224, give or take $1 or $2. These are levels where they say you back the Brinks truck up, boom, and then you can lock and load. But you could keep it simple. If you want to buy Apple, in my opinion, I can't tell you what to do, but that's how you can rock. Then I look for Apple to head back towards those all-time highs of about 247, if not 250, even though they just recently got some new price targets. And fun fact about me, my first YouTube video is about Apple stock and how to buy it. Family, I'm telling you, we've been doing this for a long time. That video was from 2019. And I say that to say, back then, compared to today's share price, because the shares actually split. If you look back in 2019, the shares were about $50. So very impressive, very, very impressive growth for Apple over those years. Let's get to XRP, because I know my family is in this one and looking at this one. XRP at the time of this recording, obviously is fluctuating, but it's about $3.31. We are in a new range for XRP, and this range is between 273 and 338. So it's a wide range. What's gonna happen and what you can expect is for that range to tighten up a little bit. We might hit back to a little bit of a low level and get another high level, but imagine that it's gonna tighten up before taking the next move. So this current stair step that we are on is 273 to 338. They're telling us two things. The first thing that they're telling us is if it breaks above 338, then it could very likely be on a breakout and heading back to the 355s. But if it breaks under the 273, then we very likely to come down. So now that we know the technicals on it, then we could actually use this channel to lock and load and be able to buy it low. I had spoke on this in another video, and I had really liked what I had said in it, how my position is already full. So the only way I would buy more is if it came down so much that I couldn't help but to get it at that price. And then I watched what some of the people who were watching the video and how they were internalizing it. And they were saying, man, didn't you say? And I'm saying what I did say was my spot for XRP is so full that if I see it at a chance that I really like that price, I can't help it, family, then I'm loading the boat even more. But for now, I'm ready to go on the wave up. What price would you not be able to help but buy XRP? You just couldn't help it. If you seen it at that price, let me know. Is it $1? Is it $2? Is it right now at 330? That's what I'm interested in hearing, because everybody has to have a game plan. Sometimes your game plan is to hold on for now, but sometimes it's to load your bags even more. Family, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all on Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern. If you over on the West Coast of the United States, it's going to be 3 p.m. PST. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And make sure that you lock your spot in now. You do not want to miss it. And I actually don't want to miss you there. I want to see you there. I love y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.